This one's not on. It's just your. There's nobody else.
Once you started.
I don't. 10 minutes. They just had to make sure it worked. That's all. Unmute. Video from the video. Give you guys your own scene. What? I think I feel like sitting down today. Okay, so got a few people on. Let's look at some things here. Let's look at your opportunity. Let's take a look at some of the design flaws that you may have in your business to be able to make the kind of money that a lot of people make out there. If you want to make $5, $10, $20, $30, $100,000 a week or a month, you need these. You got to have them. You got to have the resource. I don't care if they're B's, A's, C's. You got to have them coming in weekly. Whoever the hell told you you can get into business without marketing it should be slapped across the face. To be honest with you, there's so many people getting into the insurance business who just aren't business minded. Unless you have a sense for business, you will fail. You could be a salesman all day long, but you won't get to the next level without marketing correctly. A salesman is like basically somebody that has a service or product that they can sell to basically, anybody in need of that service or product. These people filled this out. They're in need, and they filled it out. That's two. You know what I mean? That's like 2 strikes against them. Third strike is them buying, which is a great strike because every home I go into, it's like they all have this need that they were unaware of. And you as the professional can create that. You create the need. You create the awareness of the future. You pop in things in their mind that they're not thinking about because they're handling the kids, they're taking care of business, they're working. On a passionate level, when you start helping people achieve their goals or prepare for the future or prepare somebody else's life for the future when they're no longer there, and you actually care about that scenario, you will make more money than you can imagine. When you look at that person, you say, I really, inside your head, you say, I really care about what their situation ends up to be. And when you do that, the passion from you rolls out to them. They see it, they get it, they really want to buy, and ultimately you make a lot of money. But what are you doing? Who are you listening to that tells you that you can control your business without these, without bringing these in weekly? Leads, yes, leads. That's what I'm talking about. And anybody on the webinar, same damn thing. You've got to have these things. You cannot build a business without them, and I don't get it. What idea did you have that you could do a business without these was just beyond me. But on a regular basis, do you understand what I mean by that? Listen, those of you getting off, goodbye. Those of you staying on, God bless, because there's a lot of information in here. And I'm going to tell you something right now, and you two over here, is that these individuals need your help, okay? They're out there by the thousands, tens of thousands. And your unwillingness to believe in yourself is what pulls you back from taking $1,000, $2,000 a week, as I easily do. And I did it in the beginning when I was broke. I believed in myself. If you're not there yet, because I had some abilities from my past jobs, owning my own companies, personal training, construction, whatever the hell I was doing at that time, all through my life from age 15, selling, to allow me to go in a home and be like really free. I was kind of intimidated, but I wasn't, after a couple, I just said, hell with it. They're people, I'm going to go in to help them. And once I switched that, when I went to help, it just went boom. But what do you have financially to put towards these resources? Jason, I only have 100. Yeah, you say, Jason, but I only have $100. That's an extra 100 that you should put weekly. Why are you keeping it in your pocket? You don't know what's out there. Jason, it didn't work this week. I didn't get anybody. Well, how is your script? What script are you using? If you rewind the video that I did with Alyssa on it earlier this morning, you're going to see that that script is so simple. That's a simple script, very simple script. And it's set during the holidays. During the holidays, we're setting appointments. And that's not without these amazing lead resources done for demographics, done white, black, English, Spanish, Italian speaking, whatever you want it to do. We control it so you can have whatever you want, whatever lead you want. You can create. You want to put things on here? Go ahead. I would advise it because these pull 1.5, 2% returns. In some areas are coming back. In a lot of areas, to be honest with you. Look forward to the 1.3s and 1%, 1.5s, but the 2% does happen. I don't know your area, so I can't promise you it, but it does happen, and it's fantastic, and it's happened to me. So it's awesome when it does happen. You pay for 10, you get 20 back. And you know, even if it just came back 10, I've had them come back lower than 1%. What does that make me not want to do the business? I'm not going to get out of it. I'm going to find a solution. The solution was indexed annuities. We're going to talk about that today because I'm going to teach you how to use indexed annuities to cover mortgage protection. And it's just an awesome way to provide more value to these people. In my area, I don't know your demographics, and I don't know you, but in my area, I'm able to go into, it's like 50% of the homes or more. It's like 7 to 10 homes that people have money in some fashion. It's not doing shit, or it's doing something that is volatile. So under those stipulations, it's my job, loving that person, to show them their options. I love that person so much, I'm going to show them an illustration. I've become a part of that family after that, man. I'm a part of their future. I did something for them that can never, well, it could be changed, but it shouldn't be changed because it's the right move. There are a lot of options out there, huh? You're being taught certain options. You know, when I first got into the game, I was like, hey, let's sell equity trust. You know, let's sell equity trust. It's like, you know, what is it, 3% gains? It's like ridiculous. One day, somehow, some way, I'm going to plan on taking a flight back to Pittsburgh and take care of those people. But anyway, nobody's really outperforming a theme. F&G's doing very well, you know, and between those two products, just to learn the products and just pitching, just get involved with that. Just start there and use those two as your illustrations. You can obviously do the illustrations, but learn the products, call the companies, get on the webinars, man. They teach so much value. In fact, I'm going to post something right now where later on you guys can go after this. Give me a second, guys. Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll do it later on after the webinar, and I will post something where it's going to take you right to a website that teaches you all about the options that people have for indexed annuities. So anyway, let's rewind. I want to go over this real quickly and stay on this. Do not get off of this. This is not boring. Why would this be boring, man? Ask me some questions too. The webinar, please ask some questions. Get involved. Why are you not, guys? I'm making large sums of money. I'm making huge dollar signs. Okay, large sums of money. That isn't to brag. It's just to say I can teach you how to do it too. And it frustrates the hell out of me when I don't get you to ask me a question. You know, I told somebody I want to be on here. Let me see. Wayne, Heather, where are you? If Heather's on here, Heather, get on to the webinar side of this. And I want you to ask those questions about your annuity situation with your client. Anybody that's sitting on something that they can discuss with me, I posted on Facebook too. There's a webinar where we can discuss this, or you can type it in. But is anybody in a situation where they've run into an illustration or a chance to do an illustration with somebody? Is anybody in that scenario? Well, that's okay, because that's what I'm here for. I'm going to make it so you are in that scenario. You know, because if you're not, we gotta train you how to be. So let's start from ground zero, guys. We got the holidays, what to do. You want to pick up more leads. This is for next year. Right now it's a little hard. Right now you should do it too. You got just pick up some extra leads. Remember that a lead has no shelf life. It has completely no shelf life. So pick up some more leads. But previously, before all holidays, jump your lead count. Jump it while it's good. You can still set. You could be in a home on Christmas Eve. You're in a home on Christmas Eve, somebody's interested. They have passion about it. They understand I could die tomorrow. Okay? Those are the people you really want to work with. People say that when I'm in a home on a Saturday, they want to buy. Sunday, or they want to buy. My idea behind that is you can't do my style of sales that way, but in the beginning, when you're starting out, you should be in a home 7 days a week to get to where you need to be. You got to be hungry at this to get out of the gates running. Saturday, Monday through Sunday is what you need to run. And then you calm it down. You can pull it back Monday to Thursday, Monday to Friday, Monday to Wednesday, Monday to Tuesday, and then Mondays, and then you're out of the field and you're a manager running your own show. So that's how you walk out of the field. To get your lead bumps up, contact whoever you're using. Contact us to get your lead bumps up. The dial sets. So you dial, you set, you sit with the client, you sales the client, and an annuity illustration is found through the lead. It all starts here. Goes to the dial, the set, the sits, the sales, and then the annuity illustration. The annuity illustration is valuable. It is the tool that I use most in a home. It provides me the numbers of the past. I'm going to show you what that looks like. This is your Christmas present and your Happy New Year's, because this is going to make you a lot of money. Can everybody see this board? So you got your lead. It led you to the sit. You're using mortgage protection to cover this, the home, and they can't afford it. They don't want it, but they do have money. Where did you find the money? In what places can money be found? Do you have a list? Because walking in a home without a list in the beginning is tough to find all sources of money. You may not have said it. Do you know, in my beginning, in my career, I've learned to ask, do you have annuities? I used to skip past that. I'd be like, do you have a 401k, 403b, do you have cash? And I'd walk right past the fact that they could have annuities that are under earning. Or I could bump them after the 10-year mark or 15-year surrender that they're out of into a new annuity that gets them a bonus. Now they're at $585,000 or $565,000. Bonuses are huge. You can do an 8%. You could do a 13% plus 13%, 8%, 13%, jumping people from here to here already. So they like this because this is life insurance. Remember what that is? That's life insurance too. So, see, they didn't want the mortgage protection, but now you're providing them it anyway because the annuity is the life insurance policy. And this goes from, let's say it's 100K here. Now they're at 113,000 overnight. So they jump from here to here under that stipulation under age 65 and under. This is 65 and over. 8%. So what? They get an 8%. It's 108,000. $8,000, mate. Boom. You have access to it too. Remind them, instant access. So instead of just being able to take $10,000 out here, you could take $10,800. You could take what is this? $11,300. So instantly they have access to more money, which hence helps two things. One, the life insurance, the accumulated value, which is the money that they're able to withdraw from on a life basis. Required minimum distribution jumps that too. So when that's forced at 70 and a half, that they have more money now coming in just through the bonus. See, a lot of you don't know that the required minimum distribution is at, say, it's 70 and 1/2. That means somebody is forced to take money automatically. You have to. You got to do it. So it averages about 2-3%. It's like 2 to 3% of their money. Here's a great idea that I come up with to make extra sales. This makes people want to buy life insurance, premium paid, mortgage protection. On this flip end, they don't need this money, okay? Some of them don't. So you can enforce the fact that, hey, I have an IUL that earns 8.7 to 9.7% annually on its cash value for a 20-year history. F&G does this. So after the 10th year, yes, there's stipulations to this, but if you're good at designing these, it's only if you're really good at designing these that you do this. And we can train you how to do that. But you shovel the money back into here. Put the money back into an investment. It gets them a life insurance policy. It gets you another sale, and it builds their cash value somewhat. Oh, you could just put it towards a guaranteed whole life. I don't care what you do with it. Just invest it somewhere that's not in a savings account that makes you a sale. So this required minimum distribution becomes a sale. It really works well. And you walk out with not only 10,000 here, but you walk out with 2,000 or 3,000 there. That's just an awesome way to make money. Guess what? It all started with the leads. It all started with the leads. It all started with the leads, okay? So an annuity sales sit. You're at the table. Here's your paperwork. You are to be writing so this person sees everything that you're talking about, or they're not going to understand it. You need to have the illustration out. So where do you get this from, and when? When do you get the illustration? Where do you get the illustration? So where do you get the illustration is the carrier. They're going to ask you age, amount, name, possibly qualified, non-qualified money. So educate yourself on non-qualified and qualified money. Okay, understand that. It'll help you. So you contact the carrier on the phone. You get an illustration in the home. They didn't want mortgage protection. They're not paying premiums. So if you're good at this, you can do it right in the home. If you don't believe in yourself yet, and you think you need to walk through the door with somebody else, you just contact them. Well, you set the appointment from the appointment. Say, listen, Mr. and Mrs. Jones, I have an idea. I have somebody I believe that can help you pay for this mortgage protection in a fashion which many are using today. And this isn't an ordinary way of doing it, because I know that we came here and I was supposed to show you how to pay a monthly fee for this. But a lot of people are actually getting their homes paid off through this strategy. And remember, everything I tell you, because I'm licensed by the state, is just your options. Okay, I can't lie to you. So I bring in a licensed rep for this. He's more educated than I am in this area. And me and him are going to show you a way where people are paying their homes off in 5 to 7 years, along with building a larger equity to their home and then towards their future. And that's the way you got to do it. You know, just what I tell people to do is practice like you're an actor. Mr. and Mrs. Jones, you know what? I know you didn't want the mortgage protection premium payments monthly. So what I'm going to do is can we set up, here's what I'd like to do. I'm going to set another appointment with you guys next week. And I want to share with you what people are doing out there other than this. There's another option that the bank allows me to show you, and the state of Florida. So I'd like to show you that option. So is to next week around 7 p.m. work for you too? Yes, or 1 p.m., whatever fits into your schedule. Try to do it around your schedule too, because your schedule is important. You're like a doctor's office. Treat it that way. Respect your schedule. Do it like a business. So just get back in the home with the illustration for you beginners. And even if you walk out the door and you know that they have that money, so we're going to go back to that, finding the money. But if you know that they have the money and you didn't set an appointment from an appointment, Get somebody else to contact them, your manager, just to do a review on you. And then also check to see if they would be eligible to meet with you two again next week. Bring the annuity illustration, okay? So, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Jones, I'm gonna go talk to my financial, I don't want to use the word financial is what I'm trying to say. It's getting away from we're using words like financial advisor or financial rep, especially if it's a market-based product. Then it puts them in, I already got a financial advisor. I don't need it. Everybody's financial advisor, by the way, is the best thing since sliced bread. It's like, whoa, you talk about their financial advisor, they'll kick your ass. So watch how, be delicate about talking shit about financial advisors, okay? Because they will kick your ass. Now, numbers prove everything. So, once you're in the home, you get to the point of the illustration, you're going to get to the point of the sale. Do you know how to write the app? Remember, there's a lot of things that go into this that everybody's like gung-ho for the money, but this is motherfucking work. You got to put in the work to get that money, okay? And a lot of you sitting behind that desk just watching this video, and after the video, you're going to go play today, you ain't taking the right steps. You're not going to watch the movie. The video's out of theme. You're not going to take the initiative to do anything but watch this video. This video is just a stepping stone to what you need to do. You got to go do that stuff. Contact the carrier and get the knowledge that's necessary to understand what you're talking about to a minimum. So you can do this. You have the ability to sell annuities on a weekly basis. By the way, this is daily, weekly. I mean, you never know when this is going to pop up. This doesn't have to be a yearly or monthly thing. This can be a weekly thing. With the lead flow, this is how you do it the way I do it anyway. You get 30, 40 leads in for a month, you'll be safe. Then you bump it down to 15 or 20. So you got all these freaking leads coming in, and then you bump it down to 15 or 20. Remember, it's the holidays. You got to kick this up a little bit and kick it down. These aren't going to trickle in. They sometimes come in at a 0 to 8, 5 or 6. It's the holidays. You'll eventually get them all, but it's just the holidays. So get your lead flow up to get the annuities, get the education on the annuities. And then, any questions at this point? Does anybody have any questions yet? Let me check this damn thing. Can an annuity be in both husband and wife's name, and does it have to be separate? No, you can have it in your husband's and wife's name, and that's a good question, because think about this though. Think about the wife inheriting the dead husband. He's crashed out, he's gone. Inheriting this. This is another sale for you. I made 2 sales, gotten people bonuses. He's got a 13% bonus. She gets a 13% bonus. She inherited this. Now she turns it into her own product. So there's 2 sales always waiting. So yes, you can jointly do it, but inheriting it makes it another sale for you too and gets them a bonus also. So this is a better way of doing it. You see that? If you jointly do it, it just meshes together and they continue to ride the wave together when the other one passes. But under this stipulation, you can get her a bonus. You can take somebody after their surrender charge time is over. You can take them out of that product, and inside the same carrier, you can resell them a product and get them a bonus. But people don't know that. How about that? You know what I'm saying? That's incredible that you can do that. But that's a great question, Robert. Can an annuity be in both husband and wife's name? Could you do an illustration on me and explain it so it won't seem like a Chinese arithmetic? Well, here's what I want you to do. I want you to do an annuity illustration on yourself. Contact the carrier and just tell them you're new at this. Say, I'm new at this, but I'm going to start to run annuity illustrations. I'm being taught by my upline how to do it so they feel comfortable. And even at a theme, If you mention Alyssa's name, she is well known there. So mention Alyssa's name, and there's a good chance that most people who answer the phone there will know her name. They talk to her weekly, sometimes daily every week. So mentioning her name and you're a part of that is great for you. You know, running that, calling them, asking how to go through the illustration, ask them the options of the index products, Performance Elite, you know, 10 and 15 is basically it, but there's the there's the guaranteed one that I want you to check out too. So here, I got it right here. Let me talk to you about this. You have the Athene Ascent Pro Highest Guarantee Income. Athene Ascent Pro, so I'm going to get this up here. And we'll put this in here too. This is great. Check that out at the bottom, and then I'm going to give you a video to watch. So I'm going to give you this.